is kind of saturated, and if I went missing for like a bit, I don't think it would really be noticed. And that sounds kind of sad, but like, if you think about how many like first ASMR videos you see and you're recommended, like it's a lot. And I mean no like disrespect to anyone starting ASMR or still doing ASMR, because like it's sick, and I'm glad like more people can do it, because like I feel like it's a very accessible it's a very accessible like type of video to make. Like you don't gotta do any crazy editing. If you're not like, if you just want to be like a laid back, lo-fi kind of homemade type of channel, like I would be, like I don't really edit my videos, and I on this channel, so like it's really cool. I dyed my hair. Well, I didn't dye my hair. My friend did. So it's like it's not even visible. This I'm trying to restrain my annoyance today. I just woke up kind of like 20 minutes ago, but I wanted to do like a morning ASMR video because I always do it once at nighttime, and it just so happens to be like kind of quiet at the moment, so I'm able to do it. But you can only see my hair being dyed in the sun. So basically, what it is, it's the top of my fringe or bangs, if you're American, is like this kind of crimson red that's kind of become more pink, and then there's some strands of hair here that like you can see when I lift my hair back, but it's all just fucking brown on camera or like in a non-sunny place, and because I live under a fucking bunk bed, or I make the videos under a bunk bed, you're not seeing any of that, but it's okay. It's you know, third world problems or first world problems, and that's just a pet peeve of mine. But yeah, I guess I'll try it quietly. I don't know if you could see that. But yeah, anyway, it is kind of fun honestly to get get back to recording, because like I love just picking up little items and like doing that and that and that and that. Oh my god, what? Okay, so I'm gonna like do your eyeliner while I have it. Let's get those eyes glowing, girl. Okay, so. Oh no, you can see my fucking nails. It's fine, that just means I'm not gonna make that joke. But anyway, so I guess like, you know, it's nearly Christmas, that's really nice. I feel like December and Christmas time is always kind of full of conflict. Or a lot of the time it's full of conflict, and it stems from everyone being stressed. This is not a relaxing thing to talk about when you're getting your eyes done, but I'll try to wrap it up fast. But it tends to be a more calamitous time of the year. However, we try and make do with what we have, and we try and make it a good time despite everyone being stressed, and that stress just kind of stems from the big C word. It stems from capitalism and people feeling like they need new stuff all the time to buy new stuff and go to all these parties and stuff, when truthfully you don't need all that. And you know, like the saying rings true on how Christmas is the time for family and friends. Now I would more so rely on like my found family, which would be my friends. But you know, just spend time with whoever makes you comfortable for Christmas, and make sure So everyone's been getting their recaps and raps and stuff recently, and obviously, I I looked at mine. I obviously took in mine, and I know stuff like Spotify and stuff. They're like shitty companies, but I guess I do think it's just a bit of fun, and I don't even pay for Spotify anyway. And like YouTube, I don't pay for like premium or whatever. At least at the moment, because like I don't know. I don't think I'd pay for premium even whenever I start working and getting money. But my Spotify Wrapped, my top artist, my top 5 what was it? My top artist was Jane Remover. No surprise to me. She's literally like, I've never had an artist I've gravitated towards so much, like since finding them. Like I've known her for about like a year, since like honestly December of last year, or like November, and like she's just become like my fucking favorite artist, and that's so crazy to me. Like she's so just talented in everything she fucking does, and such an inspiration to the music that I make, all of her eras. So that's number 1. Number 2 I think was Tyler the Creator. Also makes sense. I listened to a lot of Tyler this year. I listened to the last few albums I hadn't listened to from him this year, I think. Or was that last year? It might have been last year actually. But Don't Top the Glass came out. Chromacopia came out like sometime before 2025, so it was still like new to us, and we didn't think we'd get a new Tyler project that fast. I also saw him live. That shit was sick. So I also listened to a lot of him preparing for that. But a lot of the Tyler I feel like I've listened to is on vinyl, because I have most of his albums on vinyl or CD. So yeah, look at this little teddy bear I got. So cute. Yeah, number 3 was Queens of the Stone Age. Also no surprise. They got number 1 I think 2 years in a row. They're like my favorite band ever. I've gone on about them for so long, and what feels like so many videos and so many people, so all I'm gonna say is just they have more songs beyond Go With The Flow and No One Knows. Like those songs are sick, and they're the most popular ones for a reason, but please check out like their other albums like Clockwork and Lullabies to Paralyze, and even stuff like Villains, which people like a lot of their fans don't like, but that album is so good, and it's like wouldn't be as good as their other ones, but that's just because it's such a high standard to live up to, and just because it's not as good as the other ones doesn't mean it's not like an 8 out of 10 album, you know what I mean? And then number 4 was Kendrick Lamar, which makes sense. I really got into a lot more of his music this year, I feel like, especially the cuts of I'm a fucking music fan. I was trying so hard not to say the cuts from this album, but like I ended up singing anyway. But like some of the songs of like Miss Morale, like Savior became like one of my most listened to songs. So I was like, damn, I didn't fucking realize how sick this song is. Like how good it is, along with Mr. Morale, like the title track. And then Father Time is also good. And then just like all the albums, I was finding new songs from that I loved. Like I think How Much a Dollar Costs I was kind of sleeping on, maybe, but like this year, like it changed for me. I'm losing track of my like years and when I got into songs. But yeah, like I love Kendrick. Kendrick is like my favorite rapper. Yeah. And number 5, honestly, I think number 5 was JPEG Mafia, which is kind of funny. he's good. I did listen to a few of his albums this year because I was only really listening to like Scaring Those and some songs of like LP and stuff last year. But I listened to like Veteran this year. Oh, I listened to Cornball last year as well, but like I listened to him more this year as well. And he has some hard ass songs off Veteran, like Panic Emoji is so good. What's the one, like my favorite one of Veteran? They all, like, I love my favorite songs on Veteran have this is a really specific like music producer kind of thing, but for those of you music producers who have like a lot of drum kits, it's like the Chief Keef like Young Job snare is in like 3 of those songs on that album, just like slightly altered, and I love that snare, so like it's sick. But like what is it, what song was it? I'm forgetting the lyrics. I literally love this song. I haven't actually listened to it in a while now that I think about it. Fuck is this song? Fuck is it whip? That song. Skinny and paid. I'm Taylor Swift. That's what song is that? If you know the song, it's that one. I hope like YouTube recommends this to people who know what the hell I'm talking about, because I'm gonna feel like a weirdo. But yeah, let me see how long is. I didn't mean to stop the recording. I just wanted to check how much battery I had. Holy shit! It's fucking beautiful looking outside. It's like a sunny December winter day, but it was raining lightly earlier, so you just have these beautiful reflective like crystal clear teardrops running, or raindrops, but like going down the window. That is beautiful. That's reminiscent of December, and guess what, it is December right now, so it makes sense. God, I really like December, even though it's really cold and kind of uncomfortable. I've had a lot of unfortunate things happen in December. I still like it because I have a lot of unfortunate memories, but I also have a lot of good memories. And we should try to think on the bright side of a lot of things. That is my message for today's video. Honestly, I want to see if I can make some sounds with this. This is a like jade bracelet I bought in like 2023. Oh, I want to see if I can get them like rolling. I don't know if that sounds good because I don't have like headphones in. But another route was the YouTube one, like the YouTube recap, and I think I remember that. Yeah, I do. Do I? Okay. So number 1 was Germa985 slash second Germa. Like that's basically his main channel that he uploads on. And Germa's like my favorite channel probably. It's like like I don't watch live streams on Twitch anymore, but he would be my favorite streamer. Like, and he was number 1 last year, so it's kind of awesome to see him reclaim his throne once again for another year. But yeah, I love Germa. I say like a lot of people have like seen compilations or clips of him, but like do check out his actual videos. I feel like I got like lip gloss on right now. My lips are getting dry. Number 2 was Scott the Woz, which I was kind of surprised by because I thought I watched him a lot more last year, and I watched a certain other channel more this year, which we'll get to next. But I think it's because I've been watching Scott since like the start of the year and like the last year and stuff, so I was rewatching a lot of his videos because like he will drop like a 3-hour video and then just like not like a 15-minute video and then just be gone for like 5 months. I'm kind of exaggerating, but it's somewhat like that. is unhinged at times, but it's like, I don't know, it's like yeah, but they have a lot of guests on as well, some unfortunate guests, but you know, they don't get brought back on, so it's fine. Quodeka is like an artist I really like, but he's a guest on a lot of their videos, and he's so funny. Like, oh my god. I look dazed out of my mind for some reason. I think it's because I just woke up and I haven't really done anything. I put warm water on my face and got like put this on, but that's kind of it. And I had breakfast because breakfast is important. Don't skip the first meal of your day. And drink water. In fact, I'm going to drink water right now. Palms up. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, Hive Mind Unlimited. I think that's why they didn't get number 2, because number 1, I started watching them later on in the year, and 2 is because they have, I love their videos are split between different channels. Yeah. I want to cosplay more. I don't know why I just thought of that. I guess I was thinking of like, I don't really like or watch or play this game called Fear and Hunger, but I really love this character Marina. I love how she looks. I love her long curly hair, and I want that. And I love the name Marina, so I'd like to cosplay her at some point, even though I just said I don't like play the game. Or, but it's very dark of a game. But yeah. Who was number 4, number 5 on my YouTube recap? I remember, uh, I forget who's number 4, but number 5 was Izzy Is. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I've been watching them for, like, I think since last year, but their videos are so good and so informative. I learned about so much, like, Y2K, like, 2000 era stuff. And, like, a lot of stuff that I missed out on, so I get to learn about, like, My Little Pony and Monster High, and it's, like, weird. It gives me kind of a gender envy watching those videos, which sounds cute, I think, so yeah, I'd recommend that channel a lot too. Yeah, I don't remember who number 4 was, but I mean, I might have it here. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. So Izzy was number 4. Number 5 was, honestly, this might be my favorite YouTube channel, Drew Got It. Now the reason he's not in number 1 is because he uploads once a month, and even then, sometimes he skips a month, and that's fine because he puts out really high quality good videos, but they're not like daunting, you know what I mean? Like, they're high quality, but they're not like an hour long all the time. Like, they might be like 40 minutes, and that's like a lovely sweet spot for me, because like I feel like, I don't know, like H Bomber guys are kind of somewhat similar channel, at least to what Drew kind of makes now, and he can be kind of daunting because like you put out like, you know, it's a high quality video, but still like 3 hours, so it's like, do I want to commit that much time? Especially because like now on YouTube, like, people just make long videos all the time. I mean, it's weird because we have almost an epidemic of some sorts where people make really short form content, and then you have people making really long form content. Obviously, like, the long form content is more important, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's still kind of not the most optimal way, and it kind of, I feel like, makes people like spend more time on their phones and YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. You might not agree with that, and that's fair. I'm gonna try to wrap this up soon because my phone's at 10%. But yeah, Drew Kennett is like my favorite channel. Like Scott the Wars and stuff. I rewatch a lot of his videos, so that's probably why he's even in number 5, because I'm rewatching his videos. other fields. And I think this one he's really in is very interesting, and his news video actually got really popular because of how like almost radical it was. It was like really like I know he's like a left-leaning person in some form just from like picking up stuff from his videos, but like he was going into like almost like full-on fucking sociology in that video, or not sociology. Fuck, I just ruined all my credentials there. Like it was like from what I've seen people say, it was like the like basics to socialism he's talking about, like and how like a socialist society would be. I'm not gonna get into all this because like while I try to learn more about politics, I'm definitely not like the smartest person on it. All I know is I am left leaning in some form, but I don't know how far and where I align with. But I'll just keep it at that. At least you know I'm not a right winger. Holy shit, what the hell? Willow Knight ASMR is not a right winger. What the fuck? But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna end the video here. But yeah, thank you for watching. This was probably not relaxing. I was probably waking you up with the random spurts of energy I get. But if you enjoyed this video, um, maybe look at my other stuff and then listen to my music streaming everywhere under the name Willow Marina. And then I post on like Instagram and stuff, so you also don't have to follow me. You can just watch the